welcome to our Q&A.
Hello.
We haven't done one in quite a while, so what we thought is, because first of all, we got so many questions. I honestly, I felt overwhelmed. I couldn't believe it.
So don't be sad if we are not able to, let's say, answer all of them.
Yeah, what we did is we thought we would pick questions we haven't answered before, and then what we did some Q&As and live streams and one assumption video, and if you don't find your question today, you
might find it there.
Most definitely. Just what we thought what we would do is could you maybe start how long we've been here, maybe how long we've been together.
For people who don't know us.
Yes.
Now, we are two Germans, where we came to UK in January 2016. Because, as I say, we always wanted to live abroad. I mean, you spent a few years in Egypt.
He was going to say Australia.
As a baby, I spent some years in Australia. So our dream was always to live abroad, just to, let's say, have that kind of personal experience.
Yes, broaden our horizon.
Yeah.
So we never said, let's leave Germany because we hate it. We don't. We love it.
It's just to get a different perspective.
Yes. So what we try is to make the best of it.
Yeah.
So, we forgot to say, so you got a job offer.
Yeah, and that's why we came to the UK.
Yeah. At a point where we didn't expect it anymore.
No.
So that was very strange. And I studied English literature and media sciences and PR.
Yes, and I studied, I have an MBA. And I did that during my time at the German Army, because I spent 12 years as an officer in the German Army. And part of that was an education at the university.
Yes, and your focus was on finance.
On finance, yeah.
Yeah. While Joerg was in the army, we met.
Yeah.
Also very random.
Yeah.
Very random.
And that's a long time ago.
Yes.
Was in 1988?
Yes, we've been, so this September we will be together for 37 years.
Yeah, that's quite some time.
I feel so old.
No, but to be honest, it's never been boring.
No. So I do YouTube full time and Joerg has his work.
Yeah, and I love my work.
Yes. Now, this old lady needs some glasses. Okay, personal questions.
Yes.
Is it sometimes stress for you to go for so many weekends to explore and film? It can be.
It can be, but
it can be.
Most of the time it isn't, because it's not part of our life. It's part of what we do, and we enjoy it. We love it.
We get kind of a thrill to go to new places.
Yes. Yeah. So it's absolutely fine.
We do enjoy it a lot. Now, the next question is a little bit longer. So my question for Kirsten is, with the amount of travel and you working, how do you keep up with the house? Do you have a housekeeper? Because your house is always so immaculate. My question for Joerg is, how do you stay full of energy? A full-time job, traveling and DIY around the house. How are you not exhausted?
First of all, you only see two rooms usually, this one and the kitchen. You haven't seen the others, and they don't look as good as these rooms.
It depends. It depends. What we said yesterday, YouTube actually helps us to keep places in order.
Yeah.
So it does help.
No, and we are German, and German are usually very structured, and in that way we are, let's say, good.
Not always. I can be so chaotic.
Yeah.
I can be honestly so chaotic. So we don't have a housekeeper.
No.
No help whatsoever. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it is a lot.
Yeah, and sometimes it could be stressful, but as we said before, it's part of our life now.
Yeah, but for example, when we go away on a Friday afternoon, I start packing on a Thursday, and I also what we never do is, I hate that. I hate leaving the house dirty, so we always try to clean everything up and then leave.
Yeah.
But right now, our pile of laundry, what we have to iron, is like this.
So when I finished the video, I'll start ironing.
I think we need to get help there. We might. I don't know.
We'll see.
And does that sound strange? I don't want another person running around here.
No.
And so far, so good. It's not easy. And how do you stay full of energy, Joerg?
That's just who I am.
I think also a lot of it, what we said, is working out. We try to work out, and I think that's important.
Yeah. And also, the thing is, we do what we like and what we love. Mm-hmm. And if you do that, you've got energy, passion, because it's never boring.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, it could be exhausting. Last year, when we redid our kitchen, that was very exhausting.
Yes.
But then we took a break at Christmas, and it's fine again.
But I must say, when we got the kitchen, which the kitchen itself, the things behind it that had to be done, like plastering, and we had to wait, and then we wanted to film. It was like I said to Joerg, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. How will we do Christmas videos? I'm so tired.
And also, one thing is, you give us energy, because we get so many good comments. We get so many good ideas, and so much really lovely feedback. That is a reward, and that keeps us going.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's so true. Yes. My question is, how do you cope with the constant packing and unpacking you must do? Remembering all your video and camera equipment, and then when you self-cater all the food items, plus your own personal belongings, your suitcases must live downstairs.
No, they live here in the corner.
Yes. What we do, they don't live downstairs.
No.
It can happen when we travel 2 weekends.
Yeah, then.
Yeah.
They live downstairs.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no. It's and we've got a kind of routine, because we know, for example, for the camera and the equipment, we know what we need. It's all packed in bags, so you just grab your bags and just make sure that you don't forget them.
Yes.
And otherwise, Kirsten's very good in planning things. I'll just get told what to put into a car. Also,
what we must say is, it might come across that we are on the road every weekend.
No.
We're actually not. We don't have sleepovers every weekend.
No.
Sometimes it's just a day trip, so where we don't need much.
No.
Now, is the UK your forever home now, or would you eventually go back to Germany?
Actually, we don't know. At the moment, we love it here, we enjoy it here, but we don't know what will happen, what will be in 5, 10, 15 years.
It's so hard.
It's hard to predict, and we don't want to make that kind of plans.
It's hard, because usually life gets in the way.
Yeah. I mean, we never, if 15 years ago you would have told me that I would live here in the UK,
I would have said
you that's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, because at that time in life, most of the people are settled, and they don't want to move out of, let's say, their area.
Yeah,
Especially when you are German.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very settled.
I'm from Saarland, Joerg is from
the south.
The Swabian Jura,
a
beautiful area. A lot of people build their houses.
Yeah, they're settled. They don't. When you're 50, you're done. But really, we don't know. So we might go back to Germany. We might stay in the UK.
I can also see myself living in Germany.
Yeah.
Because we love Germany.
Yeah.
So the next question is, this is, first of all, I have to say it's so kind. My question is about your dear dad, Kirsten. Has getting his beautiful dog helped with the grieving process since your mom's death? And does he find it a comfort? And does it give him a purpose to get up in the morning and get outside? You are really, really kind and thoughtful. Thank you. So, most definitely.
Yeah, the dog is just wonderful. Yeah,
So
Lotta is our love.
I miss her so much. When I returned, I was going to say to Germany, when I returned to the UK, I cried the first day because I love her so much. And it helped my dad. So my dad has always been very active and a sporty person.
Yeah.
And when we lost our mom, it wasn't like that he stayed in bed. He's always been an early
Yeah, he did
riser.
something, but he said in the winter time it's nice. The dog is in the house, so he doesn't feel alone.
Yeah, what he said to us is like that the evenings were hard by himself, which I absolutely get.
And he trains her, so he does things with her, and I think she's a quick learner, so he gets also, let's say, by doing so, he gets a reward.
So she's a Cocker Spaniel, and she needs a lot of exercise. So he especially chose a Cocker Spaniel because they need exercise, and he's so active. He walks her twice a day. He gets in so many steps.
Yeah.
And you cuddled with Lotta as well while watching TV, and it's such a nice feeling.
She's a family dog.
Yes.
She's really nice. And she's
Yeah, it definitely helps.
She's got a good heart.
Yes.
Very good heart. Yeah.
Oh, she's the friendliest dog ever.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a bad bone in her body.
No.
So, yeah, it definitely helped my dad, and at first he said, "Oh my goodness, what have I taken on?"
Yeah.
But now he could never part with her.
No.
So the next question is, will you ever get a dog yourselves?
We would love to, but because of what we do, we think it would be cruel to an animal.
Yes.
Because you can't always take a dog with you when you're traveling, and we don't want to leave a dog alone and then
give it to someone.
And it wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be good.
Well, the thing also is, like, when my mom got very ill, I sometimes had to travel to Germany spontaneously.
Yeah.
Like, I knew today, all of a sudden, I had to fly to Germany tomorrow, and regulations have been stricter or have become stricter.
Yes, and also it would limit some, maybe the places we could visit, because you're not allowed always to bring a dog with you, and so it would make things just complicated. And also sometimes, I said, we would need to leave a dog alone, and which we don't like to do.
No, because I think you then give away your responsibility.
No, it's not good.
But we must say, so Jörg had. The family had a dog. I grew up with dogs. We are dog people.
Yeah.
And having Lotta just made me realise how much I love dogs. So
we might get one when we retire.
When we retire.
When I retire. Because you will never retire.
I can't see myself. I will always do, provided, health always is the most important thing. Staying healthy, and if we stay healthy, I can't see myself being retired. No. I don't know. Okay, this question is in German. Habt ihr ein neues Renovierungsprojekt und seid ihr mit der neuen Küche zufrieden? Okay, basically.
Question is, translate. Do we have a new project for the house? And are we happy with a new kitchen?
Yes. So,
kitchen, yes, very much. I love it.
Yes.
I think it was the best idea to do. It was exhausting, but when I enter the kitchen now, when I see the room, when I see how it transformed, I just love it and enjoy it.
The range cooker.
Yeah.
Now that we have a new range cooker, it's such a joy.
Yes, we just realized how
bad ours was.
That's our old one was.
Just, I mean, when I baked the Springerle,
Yeah.
I thought, I looked into the oven and was like, what? It worked! Because so many replied or sent comments and said, they never work when I make them. So I think the range cooker's magic.
Okay, so new project. This year, we're not kind of planning to do anything. The next room, probably the last room is our bathroom.
The only thing we want to do this year is having tiles in the kitchen, but we won't be doing that ourselves. We need a tiler, but we don't rush it. No. Maybe end of the year or summer. We don't know. We don't rush it, but that's the only project we wanted to take.
And you want me to repaint the snug?
That is such a lie. Yeah, I paint as well. I love painting. I said it in several videos. When we painted the snug, I painted the woodwork and everything, and most of the walls actually, because I did it during the week.
Yeah.
Yes, now that you're mentioning it, maybe we do that this year. Yeah. That's not a big of a job. Not that big.
No, but it's a job.
Okay. Where do you buy your dresses from? They are amazing. That's so kind. Thank you. So can you help me out?
First of all, we don't do what you today call fast fashion. So we don't do, let's say, these kind of mainstream brands. I think what you do is you pick local brands, UK brands, European brands where you know let's say the dress has been produced in Europe or in the UK or let's say in a country where we know that, let's say, there are fair wages.
So they are more expensive. Yeah. I try to snap them in a sale.
Yeah. And we don't buy that much.
Yes.
That's why you always see us in the same...
A lot of
dress.
Dress.
No, same. Let's say same things.
Yes.
Clothes.
Yes. Yes. Is it 7 or 8 years ago? I decided not to enter a fast fashion shop anymore. I've never looked back. Don't miss it.
No.
And what I can do, because there are quite a lot of brands that I use, I will also put the links to them in the description box. As I said, they are more expensive. Sometimes I buy my one, the Laura Ashley dress. One fell apart. The other one, so I bought the vintage Laura Ashley dress on Etsy, and this is how we roll. We don't buy that often.
No, we look into quality and
where
sustainability.
It's made. Yes.
And also durability.
Yes. I think I learned that a little bit. We were talking about my mother, and she was somehow the queen of sustainability. She with her clothes, she has blouses that she's worn for 20, 30 years. They never looked old-fashioned. Yeah. And we learned that from her.
I mean, I remember when I grew up, it was... shopping for clothes, we did it once a year.
Yes.
And then you got 2 pairs of trousers.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes.
And they were good because they needed to last.
Yes.
Because I've got 2 brothers and I'm in the middle, so they were always handed down the line.
Yes. So the next question is, what brings you mental peace? For me, I need nature. I need what we do is we exercise outside. It's called Nordic walking. We used to be runners, but because I have a long-term injury, I can't do it anymore. So we do Nordic walking, and the outside does help me to relax. Yeah. And
I just think I'm very calm and stoic person. I think I've stopped thinking about what other people think about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now we're very focused on what we do. We get a lot of good feedback that also helps with kind of mental peace. And yeah.
We said also, like, comparing to others, we stop that.
Yeah.
If someone has a huge car, we don't think, oh, he's a better person, or it's not what we think.
No, we focus on different things now.
Yeah. Yeah. We changed a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's not the things that define us.
No, and as I said, mental peace. Just sometimes relax, calm down, look at the good things in life, not always the bad things.
Even if they're small.
Yeah, because I think there are a lot of things in the world which, if you just look at these bad things, you get down into a kind of doomsday thinking.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case.
Yeah.
There are also so many nice things happening, beautiful things happening in the world, which we forget about.
I think also, but one of the reasons why there are a lot of things happening, we created an escapism YouTube channel for people just to enjoy and relax, get away from problems, even if it's just for a little while. Yeah.
Because sometimes that gives you the strength to face the problems again and solve them.
Yes. Is it hard to switch back and forth from German to English?
Yes.
You said no.
Yeah.
But I think it depends. No, it's not.
No.
In day-to-day life, it's not difficult.
It sometimes is. It depends on when I'm tired and I'm in the office and I'm thinking in German and somebody talks to me. Sometimes I'm missing words or think about how do I say it. So sometimes yes, it can be difficult.
It depends on your Sometimes I have such a bad day, but usually in day-to-day life, it's not difficult. What's difficult is when we film.
Yeah.
So Jörg and I speak German, of course, to each other because we are German. But then the camera is on, and then we have to be switched on, and then I'm like, oh no, it doesn't work. Scheiße. I think today is August 18th, and nee, das will ich nicht sagen. Hello from me.
Willst du mal ganz von vorne starten?
Mach ja von vorne.
Good.
Okay, Kirsten, it seems that your profile among interior designers has risen in the last year. You are so kind. Any future plans to visit more studios or speak with other designers? We would love to.
Yeah.
We would absolutely love to do that. Not easy to make.
No.
I reach out to many people, never get a reply. So I'm always onto that thing.
Yeah. I always say, look, it's like being a salesperson. You need to constantly trying. Try once, twice, or third time.
We definitely have it on the list.
Yeah.
So, have you ever considered doing a podcast? I would love to do it.
It's just the time.
I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to do it. I love listening to podcasts. Yeah. Do you socialize much, or do you prefer to spend time with each other? We both.
Yes.
I absolutely love socializing, and we do it.
Sadly, we don't have always the opportunity and the time because of what we do.
But when we do it. What we sometimes also do is we just take a weekend off and then meet up with friends, and we absolutely enjoy that. Yeah. Questions that have to do with filming videos.
Yeah.
So, the first one. How do you go about choosing your destinations from former travels, new ideas?
I mean, Kirsten does a lot of internet research.
Yes.
Then we get a lot of recommendations, and we've got books and people telling us things. So we get a lot of ideas from very different angles.
So, yes, most definitely. What I do these past 2 weeks, I've been researching like a maniac. Basically, this was my entire day. It takes up a lot of time. And what I do, because Jörg is busy during the week with his work, I do the rest.
Yeah.
What I do is Google is my second home.
Yeah. She's very good at doing research.
Yes, and I also use magazines, online magazines, paper magazines, Pinterest, Instagram, everything.
Yeah.
And, well, what we also have to mention, Jörg, I mean, this sounds probably a little bit technical or boring. We also go into YouTube analytics.
Yeah. And look into what's performing, what do people like, what has, let's say, the most views.
Yes.
This also gives you very good ideas.
How far in advance do you plan your stays and videos?
Sometimes it's very short term, which means 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
Some of them is half a year, 8 months in advance.
Most definitely, depending on how popular a place is.
Or if you want to go to a popular hotel or a popular cottage, you need to get the spot.
And also, we mustn't forget, so Jörg also, he needs to do planning. So
yeah, because part of my holidays is filming.
So most of it we do on weekends, but sometimes Jörg takes a Friday or Monday off, and then we have to plan, of course. And I also wanted to say it's very important for us to plan as well, because when we stay somewhere or go to a shop, we need to ask for permission.
Yes.
So we can't just turn up and film. We need the permission. So,
we always ask.
Yeah. Right now we are planning into July, August, actually. So, yeah. But what we can't do is like today, let's film something tomorrow. No, it doesn't work.
That doesn't work anymore. We did that in the past.
When we started.
At the beginning, but that doesn't work anymore.
I must say, I did love that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I miss those days. Yeah. The next question is, what does it take to film yourselves together on your adventures?
It takes a lot of time.
Well.
Yeah. And me being, too patient. And not able to kiss them.
Well, I would say, first of all, very technical. Very often you need a tripod. And then when for example, we film us walking somewhere in a village, that does take patience. Yeah,
because we need to wait, because we don't want other people in the videos. At least it's not that we don't like, but we don't want other people to discover that there are in a video and don't be happy with it.
Exactly.
That's why we usually try to avoid it.
Or you I don't know, put the tripod 200 meters away from you and someone walking across it, and that's what we try to avoid.
Yeah, and that takes time and patience.
Yes. Sometimes it works at once, but sometimes it doesn't. So, and when we are in a cottage, it's quite easy for us. Yeah. So. The next question is, how are you able to film your videos without showing all the crowds of tourists? Start early.
Yeah, it's sometimes just be patient. Sometimes, and most of the time, it's a very early start.
Yes. I must say, for example, when we start filming on a Saturday or Sunday morning in a village, we have to get up very early, and I sometimes think, oh God, no. But then when you're out, it's great. You hear the birds, no one is around, it's very peaceful.
Yeah, but it's an early start and a lot of patience.
Yes. Sometimes when we film us walking, it can take, we might need to wait for a half an hour. Yeah. So it can happen. Now, the next question. Between the two of you, which one is behind the camera, time-wise, when on your filming locations? Do you use 1 or 2 video cameras when you film on excursion? Can I ask what cameras you use?
Now, first of all, both of us are filming, so I I've got a camera, Kirsten's got a camera, and
we also switch.
Yeah, we also switch and split, and
Yes.
And it's not, and we don't have in that way, we don't have a plan that today Kirsten's gonna use the camera.
Well, the only thing what we do when it comes to filming a cottage tour, I do that.
Yes, that's what Kirsten does. Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's my passion.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. And then we have a gimbal.
Yep.
And then we have a handheld vlogging camera. We use both of us all the time filming.
And they're small. We don't have a huge camera. It's a small. But
Do you mean the vlogging camera?
Yes, 2 small cameras.
The vlogging camera is small, but the gimbal with the camera, that's quite heavy.
Yeah.
And I must say, the way I'm so, I don't know, I wouldn't call it perfectionist, but when I do a cottage tour and use the gimbal, that's physically quite challenging.
Yeah.
I'm sore for a week when I use the gimbal. And so what we will do is we will link the gear we use.
Yeah, it's both. We can say it's both Sony. We've got 2 Sony cameras.
Yes.
And one thing I want to say is, it's not about sometimes the brand. The important thing is, that's what I've learned over the years is, the lenses are very important. Yeah. So you can have a very expensive camera, but if a lens is not good, it won't work. So try to match these things. Yeah. So
apart from the sorry to interrupt the vlogging camera, that is not
because it's got an inbuilt lens. But
yes.
Let's say the camera we use at the gimbal has got what is it? I can switch the lens.
Yes.
So we bought a very expensive lens, which is very good, and that's the important thing.
And we use 2 microphones.
Yes.
And a tripod. So that was just a very short. The question: your approach and work to creating a video.
Now, what Kirsten does, as I said, she does all the research. She looks for the best locations, and then what she always does is she's got a kind of small script with, let's say, the main things we want to film, with ideas what we could do, because sometimes, especially if you haven't been at the location before, you don't know if things will work. So she puts up ideas, notes, and that's how we work.
Well, first what I do is, as Joerg said, get an idea what we can do, and then ask, for example, that's the next step, ask for permission, then book a place. Then, and that's technical, you have to think of a title and a description, how you could do the thumbnail, and then, everything else, what we could do around the cottage tour, what we want to cook, what we want to take with us.
Yes,
So, that does take quite a...
It's some planning.
Most definitely. And also...
Sometimes more, sometimes less, because, for example, last year when we did the train ride on the Northern Bell, you can't plan that because you don't know how it is, which people will be around you, what's going to happen. So that was very spontaneous.
Well, the trip itself we booked that way in advance.
But we did not really know what to expect.
No, so Northern Bell gave us permission to film. They said, please make sure that you don't film other guests. And then we are still in touch. We met our neighbors who are amazing. Yeah. And they were so fine. We had so much fun.
And that's the thing you can't script.
No.
And that's the thing we love.
That didn't feel, although we filmed, that didn't feel exhausting.
No.
That was absolutely incredible. Yeah. The next question is, are homemade videos less time consuming than those filming away? No.
It's similar, because we have to tidy up.
No, it's definitely not the case. You might think that, I admit that, I think I would probably feel the same, but when we, for example, cook something, we start in the morning and it takes us
it takes some time.
Yeah, where to me, you actually said the same. Filming at home, I find it more exhausting than when on the road.
Yeah. I think you need more patience.
Yeah. It's quite challenging. So, moving on to locations.
Yes.
Have you considered a trip to the Isle of Man?
Yes.
We haven't planned anything.
No,
though.
but it's on our list.
Yeah, our list. We've said it many times. It doesn't get shorter.
No.
There's so much to explore. Yeah, we'd love to visit. The next question, have you ever been to Ireland? Lots of beautiful country houses and castles here. We know.
No, and that's the thing we're going to do this year. I think.
We are currently planning something later.
We will visit Ireland.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really want to go there.
Yeah.
I think I will love it so much. You as well.
Yeah.
The next question is, would you ever stay in a cottage on the Hebrides Island?
Sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So we stayed on the inner Hebrides, on the Isle of Skye, which we loved so much. That wasn't in a cottage though.
No, that was in a lodge.
But it was incredible. So the only thing is I would love to visit the Outer Hebrides.
Yeah, but that's a thing which we need to plan in advance because it's not a weekend stay.
No. I think, how long did we plan for the Isle of Skye? We didn't go there straight away.
Half a year in advance.
How long did we stay there?
3 days.
And also one overnight stay going there because it's quite far.
Yeah, so that takes some planning.
Yeah, I think it was 5 days in total, something. The next question is, are you planning something for Jane Austen's 250th birthday? I enjoyed your costumes video in Bath.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we actually discussed a lot what we're going to do.
We did?
In some ways. We started the discussion.
Yeah, we haven't any...
Yeah.
I reached out to a place. I'm still waiting for a reply. So we would love to do something.
We will definitely do something.
We have to. Yeah.
Because I enjoyed, let's say, the one we did 2 years ago.
Oh, yes. It was so much fun.
Yes, and we met incredible people there.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to do something.
Yes. It was so much fun to try on the costumes first. I think Joerg, when I saw him, he's my Mr. Darcy. That day when you tried it on, I thought, why can't you go around like that all the time? So the next question is, thank you so much for your wonderful channel. We have to thank you.
Yes.
Some of your loveliest videos are the ones showcasing your traditional German holiday decorations. Would you consider making a trip to the Erzgebirge area, to the Ormo Mountains, to show your followers how these beautiful items are made?
Yes.
We hope to do it.
We hope to do it because last year we couldn't do it simply because of the kitchen and it was too much. But it's on our list of the things we want to show you. In
fact, last year we said we want to do something. Yeah. But the kitchen came in the way.
Yeah.
When we went to Rothenburg op der Tauber and visited Käthe Wohlfahrt, that was another stay I found that absolutely magical.
Yes. It was wonderful. It was such an experience.
Yes.
We met so many nice people there.
Yes.
It was,
The shop was magical. The fact that we could go in there before it opened, the museum, the town.
Yeah, everything was just wonderful.
A tip, if you haven't been to Germany and want to visit something.
And combine it with Christmas feeling.
That's your place.
Yes, that's your place. You'll love it.
Yes, yes. We loved it so much. I could have moved there, honestly. So, the next question is, what site or sites do you use to find all these amazing places to stay at? That basically is the same what we said first at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Google, magazines, online magazines. What else? Pinterest,
Instagram. So it's a lot of just browsing around, maybe. And looking.
And also sometimes websites we have used before. For example, we have used the website Unique Homestays for, I think we stayed at 4 cottages.
Yeah.
And we love those.
Or the Landmark Trust to get ideas.
Under the thatch. I can put that for you. Also make sure if we stay at places and film videos, also make sure to look in the description box because we always link the places. Okay, the last question. Is there a thing about living in the UK you really dislike even after all these years?
I mean, that we discussed it yesterday. It's difficult to say, but there are 2 things which let's say I would say they annoy us. The first one is because we always see that difference when we are in Germany is people are still, let's say, in the winter time here, keep their engines running
in summer as
or
well.
warm up their cars or sit in their cars in the street, looking at their mobile phone and keeping the engine running, which we find very annoying and not environmentally friendly. People just drive going to the co-op, stopping in front of a co-op, dropping out of a car, the engine is still running.
No one in the car,
getting their shopping done and then come back again, which we find very annoying and which we find very strange and sometimes really makes us angry.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, you don't need to warm up your car. No. Secondly, then when you stop, switch off your engine because it's not good for the environment.
Yes. Yeah. Makes us sad very often. So
But I discussed that at work with some of my colleagues, and they still believe, you need to do that because of the engine.
I talked to my dad. So he, back in the day when he was very young, he was trained as a car mechanic. He said it's not necessary. It never was. The only thing when an engine would break down is when you start your car and drive off at 200 miles per hour, for example. So.
Second one is sometimes, litter. Because sometimes I think people
don't really aren't really aware that throwing away their
very often when we do our walks we see bottles just thrown into the side of the road and and sometimes it's on small roads, it's not on big roads, very small roads just in the landscape where you do hiking or walking and
even in what you call area of outstanding natural beauty here in the UK.
Well, we think people sometimes don't think about these things and that it's got an impact on the environment. These are the things which annoy us.
Yes.
And there are other things which sometimes when we travel back to Germany where we think that's weird in Germany too now.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
And there are also a lot of things which we just simply love.
Of course.
Because
you see it in our videos.
Yes, you see it. How friendly people are. I always say the difference is if you enter a German shop and a shop in the UK, you can see the difference when you are at the till. So these kind of things we just love.
Absolutely.
And
always the pros and cons.
Yes.
So we hope that wasn't too boring. We will link the other live streams, Q&As for you again in the description box if you have the time to watch it, because we couldn't reply to it or answer all the questions. We're really, really sorry about that. We hope that wasn't too boring. And thank you so much for watching, your support. So many of you have been watching this channel for years, and we are speechless, always.
Yes. And keep giving us feedback, keep giving us ideas.
Yes.
Because I remember even for the house, some of you gave us such beautiful ideas which we never thought about it. For example, like painting this room all in blue.
Since then, what's it called? Color trenching.
Yeah.
Since then, we've been into color trenching because an interior designer told us
and that was
do it. Best idea.
Best idea we ever got.
We'll see you again very soon, as always. And thank you so much for being here. And until next time.
Until next time,
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.